It started with a fish, a freshly caught fish in the Arctic winter, frozen instantly by nature, and when thawed, tasted as fresh as the moment it was caught. That single bite gave Clarence Birdseye an idea that would revolutionize what, when, and how the world eats. Welcome to Inventing America, the podcast that uncovers the overlooked inventors who reshaped everyday life. Today's story is about how a fur trapper in the Canadian wilds became the unlikely father of the frozen food industry. This is Cold Logic, the birth of frozen food. Clarence Birdseye was born in Brooklyn in 1886 and grew up fascinated by biology and the natural world. After a brief stint at Amherst College, he joined scientific expeditions to the American West. But in 1912, he took a job in the far more remote and far colder Labrador, Canada. While there, he observed how the indigenous Inuit people froze fish instantly in the sub-zero air. When thawed, these fish retained their taste and texture, unlike the mushy, low-quality frozen foods common at the time in the U.S. Birdseye had a flash of insight. Rapid freezing preserved freshness in a way slow freezing did not. Inventing the process. Back in the States, Birdseye got to work. In 1924, he developed the double belt freezer, a machine that pressed packaged food between two chilled metal plates at -40 degrees Fahrenheit, freezing it quickly and evenly. This became the foundation of flash freezing, a method still used today. He founded the General Seafoods Company and began selling frozen fish to the public. People were skeptical at first. Many had only known frozen food as poor quality. But Birdseye's products changed minds. In 1929, his company was bought for $22 million by what would become General Foods, and the Birdseye brand was born. Birdseye didn't just invent a process, he helped create an entire industry. His methods expanded to vegetables, meats, and prepared meals. But he also pioneered cold chain logistics, influencing everything from supermarket design to the global food supply. By World War II, frozen food was crucial to feeding troops. And by the 1950s, American families were loading up their freezers with Birdseye's innovation. Birdseye eventually held nearly 300 patents related to freezing, packaging, and food preservation. Clarence Birdseye died in 1956, but his name still lives in freezer aisles around the world. He wasn't a chef, or a farmer, or even a trained engineer. He was an observant naturalist who connected two distant worlds, the Arctic wilderness and the suburban supermarket. Next time you reach into a freezer, remember, it all started with a single frozen fish and a man smart enough to see the potential in a bite of cod. Thanks for listening to Inventing America. Like what you heard? Subscribe and share. There's more to come. Next episode, we look at a strange twist in the story of weapons and war. How one man invented a rapid-fire gun in the hope that it might end warfare. Join us for Inventing to End War.